guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we have a massive book haul because I have been going to Barnes& and Noble buying a lot of books, and I also been ordering a lot of books. It's not as big as you think, but I don't know. I got coffee this morning, salted caramel mocha. So I am charged up to do this video. So, let's get into it. Some of these are series, so I'm not going to read the back of some of these just because I don't want to get spoiled. But the first one we are going to start with is a dystopian thriller called Tender is the Flesh. This one actually doesn't have a back to read because it's kind of a rated R book. um how do I explain this? There's stuff in here that you can't really, probably talk about on YouTube, but I've already been spoiled on this book, and I was like, I need to read it because everyone's getting me hooked in it already. So yeah, that's why I got this book, and this is going to be like a book club book for my boyfriend and I to read. Probably not a good thing to read together, but you know, we just wanted something new because I strictly read romance and he strictly reads fantasy, so something new. Next book is I think it's a part of a series. It probably isn't. Bridesmaid for Hire, and a girl on Instagram was saying how amazing this is and how Megan Quinn is really good at writing these types of books. So the back says, I wish I could read the small print, but the back says, event planner Maggie Mitchell is ready for vacation with an abundant need for some R&R. She heads to Bora Bora to kick up her feet and soak in the sun. Unfortunately, on day one, she runs into Brody McFadden, her brother's best friend and also her sworn enemy. Thanks to years of tension between the two, Maggie was vowed to stay away from the man. That is until she finds out he's on the island for his boss's daughter's wedding, hoping to use the trip to win a real future at the company. Maggie promised herself she wouldn't even think of work on the island, but as word spreads about the wedding of the century taking place in the midst of her vacation, she realizes offering her services as a bridesmaid and planner could bring her business to the next level. The only catch? She needs to pose as Brody's girlfriend to get the job, which means hand-holding, kissing, and sharing the same one-bed bungalow. Tensions rise, irritation flares, and despite years worth of bickering behind closed doors, Maggie can't quite squash the sparks building between her and her fake boyfriend. But as the wedding day draws closer and everything starts to go wrong, it just might be Brody who sends Maggie's business crashing down, and her heart along with it. So, enemies to lovers. Love that. Love me a good enemies to lovers. If you write it correctly. If you write it wrong, like, I hate to say this because I love this author, Anna Huang. Twisted Hate was not my favorite. I will die on this hill. If you write enemies to lovers wrong, it's so bad. A lot of people love it. I don't understand why, but I can't get into it. But this sounds cute and this sounds more non toxic than Twisted Hate. So I hope to enjoy this one. My next read is a part of the Mead Mishaps series, and I already showed you in my last book haul. This is that time I got drunk and saved a human, and yeah, obviously I love the covers; they're amazing. But this is a part of a 3-book series, and she's also coming out with a new one. I'm not gonna talk about it. I think I'll just order it, and then next book haul, same old, same old. But I will read the back of this one because these are standalone books, so you can. I'm pretty sure, so you can. It's like a standalone series, so you can like. I don't know how to explain it. Anyways, this one says a spirited young woman with a penchant for adventure finds herself locked away in a dragon's tower and realizes that fate has a peculiar sense of humor when it comes to her romantic prospects. In this sweet, steamy, and laugh out loud tale from the new star of rom com fantasy. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but she falls in love That time I got drunk saved a human. She falls in love with this dragon dude, I'm assuming. I'm excited to read this. My next book is called Tide by Carrion Cole. I do have the second book called Torn, also by her. I'm not going to read the back of this, but the front it says a twisted past unravels a beautiful future. Clearly, I was hooked from the get go, so I will be reading this very soon. My next book is also a part of a 3-book series, and this is Things We Left Behind by Lucy Score. I have the other 2 books, obviously, or I wouldn't buy this. Um, I'm going to read the front of it. It says Bad Boys Don't Live Happily Ever After. Okay. And then the back says there was only one woman who could set me free, but I would rather set myself on fire than ask Sloane Walton for anything. I don't. Okay, so I've actually heard like reviews about this, not like spoilers or anything, but I've heard people say that they just couldn't get into the series, and like the fact that they bought the whole series and they're like, I can't do it. But I don't know. I like to read things because I don't like to follow other people's opinions. And sometimes I usually end up liking the book. Uh People we meet on vacation, everyone said they loved the book, so I got it. Turns out it sucked, so I don't know. I like to go against the patriarchy. So, yeah, Things We Left Behind. My next book. So, my boyfriend actually picked this book out for me. I literally handed him 2 books. 2 vampire books, I guess. Or no. This okay, so this one's a vampire book and then the other one was a paranormal like ghost book, like a romance. Um and I was like, which one should I get? And then he was reading the back of them. He was like, I don't like the ghost one. And I was like, okay. And then he was like, he barely even read the back of this book, and he looked at the cover and he was like, oh yeah, I get this one because look at the dude on it. It's giving Nicolas Cage from that one vampire movie. Anyways, my next book is My Roommate is a Vampire by Jenna Levine. And when I say Nicolas Cage vibes, like from that vampire movie, he does look a lot like. This is so cute. And plus, I just love the cover. It feels so nice. Let's see. The front says, Who says you can't teach an old vampire new tricks? I'm not reading the back because it's a lot. But who says you can't teach a vampire old. You can't teach an old vampire new tricks. So, seems adorable. I can't wait to read this one. Okay, for the stack above my head. Oh, it tastes so good. It's like chocolate, cold hot chocolate. I'll start with the top book. And I got this when I bought My Roommate is a Vampire. Cause whenever I go to Barnes and Noble, I have to buy 2 books. Because that is just my budget for Barnes and Noble, because Barnes and Noble is freaking expensive. Anyways. So this book I got, it's so cute. It says A Werewolf's Guide to Seducing a Vampire by Sarah Holly? Howley? Holly? Sorry if I'm pronouncing your last name wrong. But the cover looks adorable. Anyways, the back says Ben Rosewood never meant to be bound to a vampire succubus, especially one as sexy yet terrifying as Eleanor. Betancourt Devra? But he has to admit there are some fantastic perks. It looks cute. I'm not going to read the back because I don't want to get spoiled because I'm excited. It looks adorable. That's why I bought it. My next book is called The Do-Over by Lynn Painter. The same girl that told me about the Bridesmaid for Hire book. She also said this is a really good book. I don't want to spoil anything. What I got from it was she has to keep doing the same, like her main boyfriend cheats on her all the time and she has to keep redoing the same day with this other dude until she gets it right. So Yeah, that's why I bought it, because like it's maybe like a second chance romance kind of, but I don't know. I will read it and see how I feel about it. Maybe review it on my YouTube channel. On my next book, when I got this book, I was like, the colors are so pretty. And I haven't read any of her books yet. Like, I just finished the Dreamland Billionaire series. I literally have a billionaire shelf like dedicated to my billionaires my billionaires that I read. And I just finished Dreamland Billionaires. Twisted series is up there, and um King of Sin series is up there. And the next is I don't even know what the series is called actually, but Vicious, Ruckus, Scandalous, and Bane. And she writes all of those. I really need to start those before I start reading any of these. Anyways, it's the same author, LJ Shen, and this is a new book that is out, and it is called Truly, Madly, Deeply. And the back says, just like the little titles, says this old flame just might set them on fire. I'm not going to read the rest because I love a cliffhanger. This old flame might set them on fire. I'm excited. And the colors, purple, it's like 2014 like Galaxy. I think that's why I'm so attracted to it. I'm so excited, and it's like a pretty large read, so so excited. My next two books, actually, because this is a two-book series. So the first book says, or the first book is How Does It Feel by Janine O'Reilly. How does it feel? And it is the Infatuated Fae series. The back says a forbidden obsession, unyielding family allegiance, three deadly challenges. So that's the first book. And the second book is What Did You Do? It's just got me hooked. I like fantasy, but there needs to be some romance in it, or else I'm not interested. My boyfriend like Game of Thrones, The Song of Fire and Ice, like that's his jam, but I can't do it. It's just so much. There needs to be some sort of romance plot, or else I'm not interested in it. And this one says, "Love that won't die, vengeance to be wrought, three families forever changed." It sounds so good. It's giving Hunger Games vibes. I'm not sure why. It probably isn't, but my last book in my large book haul is Collided by Lauren Asher. And this is in a 3-book series. So I have the first book, which is Throttled. This is Collided. And then the third book is Wrecked, which I don't have. I plan on getting it though. So story behind this, my parents went to Hawaii this weekend, and they enjoyed it, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, like check out the Barnes and Noble over there," because I just wanted to see like what it looked like. They were kind of disappointed because they were like, "Oh, it looks like the Barnes and Noble we have at home." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, well, that's fine." And then I gave her like a list of books which were in this haul, which is why I bought them for myself, because she was like, I couldn't find them, but I got you Collided." And I was like, "That works because it's a newer book out." So, yeah, that's the story behind this book. This book traveled all the way from Hawaii. There's some little dents in it, but it's okay, Mom. It's okay. I love you. Anyways, Collided. I will read the. Oh, should I read the back of this? Oh, I wish there was something else. It's okay. Dual POV. So it says Sophie's POV. Liam is Formula One's golden boy, but he's nothing but a fraud, charming, devious, seductive, and someone who promises to fulfill all my naughty bucket list items. I force him behind the safe lines of the friend zone. Instead of accepting our friendship, he strikes a deal. One season, one list, one dirty secret. And then Liam's POV. Sophie is my greatest fantasy brought to life, and a major threat to my contract renewal. She's a part of the rival team and someone I should resist at all costs. Everyone is against our friendship. My boss, her dad, me. Yet I'm captivated by her and the naughty list she created. Screw platonic. I want catastrophic. Why am I already in love with this book? Oh my god. So, forbidden romance, rival romance. Oh my gosh. Okay. I need to get on this series right away. I love the way she writes too. Lauren Asher, get on her because she she has me giggling, kicking my feet. Like Terms and Conditions by Lauren Asher. Oh my gosh. I think it's cuz I related to that book more, but I love the way she writes. Books written by men. This is the example. This is the example. So that is my large book haul. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please let me know if you read any of these down in the comments below. Um like I said, in the future I plan on getting more books, clearly, and then reviewing those for you guys. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.